Danny.
Jason.
How you doing?
Good, mate. Good.
Like your shirt.
Thanks. I like your jacket.
Thanks. Yeah, for YouTube sense, and if you're really aware, 2 episodes in one day. That's how we do it. So should we just skip the chat of how we're doing and just get down to business?
No.
Okay. How are you? What's new? Just gonna be a pool there, didn't you?
Oh, come on.
Ah.
That's it. See, right after this podcast, you are getting your arse handed to you.
Nah, I don't feel like it, mate.
No. Oh, just like you don't feel squash.
No, I'm
When was
injured.
the last time you played squash?
I'm
You're injured. You've been carrying this injury for about a year now.
Huh? Beating you 5-0 at squash really took it out of me.
Or do we want to talk about how I grannied you at squash?
Sorry, 5-0.
A whole game unanswered. And by the way, right, I tell you what, we're going to play a game of squash on a night where you have had barely any sleep because of the weightings have been up. And do you know what? I'll pump you 10 now because you won't have the energy.
I didn't tell you I have 3 kids,
No, you did not.
so not my problem.
Well, you still get grannied at squash, which is even worse.
Well, you'd say that, but I mean,
Not
like, going
one
5
point.
games without a win.
Not 1 point in a whole game. Not one. Horsed.
And then what happened in the next 3 games after that?
Dunno.
I turned up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, turned up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You
it's
don't
nice
want.
of you.
You
It's
don't
nice
want
of
me
you.
to
Nice
play.
of you to final.
You don't want me to play squash against you because I'm the only one that can actually. Like, what you do is you pick on the photographers in our industry that are weak at squash. You say, hey, would anyone like to come and have a game with me? I'll take it easy on you and absolutely turn everyone off squash. No one wants to play squash against you because you obliterate them until I turn up and actually give you a game.
You used to turn up.
That's true.
But you're
I got
now
injured.
Just,
Yeah, I got injured.
nah, you're just scared. Scared.
Don't know what I'm scared of. Scared of injuring myself again.
Oh.
Because I do have to try to beat you, but it's so satisfying.
It just doesn't really happen anymore, though. I mean, that was right back at the start.
What? No, that was right at the start when you were beating me all the time, and then eventually I
No,
caught up.
no.
I wasn't. I was giving you a game, but I wasn't beating you. It took me a while to win a game.
No.
It did. Actually,
that's cute. That's cute.
I'm pretty sure because my first real injury with squash was the first day that I was going to win, and then you decided to disqualify the results because I couldn't finish the last game. Remember, I tore my calf muscle.
Oh, so you did, yeah. But you couldn't play the last game, so what are you going to do?
We're getting beat. I beat you with one leg. What's worse? I actually beat you with one leg. That is far worse than getting grounded,
No,
in my opinion.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
I had no use of my right leg.
I know, and somehow you managed to summon the power of the gods and hop about that squash court.
I just don't want
Bugs Bunny.
I just don't want to hurt your spirit before the season, which is what you had a great year last year because I didn't play you. If I was playing every week and making you because you were miserable and you got beat, your clients don't need that. They need happy Danny.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
I believe we were going to talk about teasers, wedding teasers.
Oh, yeah, and why they're really important.
Super important. And of course, like,
Not everybody does them.
no, not everyone actually does them. But of course, because people think, oh, they haven't booked the package, the teaser's not in, or, like, they just kind of overlook the true advantage of what a wedding teaser can do, the power that it has to get your business in front of as many eyeballs as possible, not just the couple.
Well, let's start with what's the definition of a teaser?
A teaser is a short form clip, usually for social media, that highlights the very best moments of a wedding day. Actually, I won't even define it like that because some people won't even see a teaser as that. They want to kind of reserve some of the best moments for the main film. My definition of it is the very best moments of a wedding day very soon after the wedding, like 48 hours maximum.
Funny you say that about the holding clips back. I used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to do that. See, right back at the start, I didn't even show the couple in the teaser.
Really?
Nah.
How boring.
I know. But I thought it was like so elusive and it was just a tease.
Oh my God, look at the flowers in our wedding
No,
day.
I'd use so there'd be maybe like shadows or something, or I'd show their hands, or Oh my God, it was so terrible.
That's really bad, Danny.
Oh my God, so bad. So bad.
Oh, wow.
I know.
What possessed you?
Oh, I don't know. I'll see if I can find it actually.
Don't.
I think I might. I think I maybe actually delete them all.
That
'cause
would be
they
a
were,
good
like,
idea.
So bad.
Okay. If you're doing that and we're laying into you, it's justified.
Oh no, it was really bad.
Okay, I
But
get it.
I thought it was just like being
mysterious.
like mysterious and smart and
Well,
that. But
you're
it's really not.
literally taking the word teaser and giving
Like
them
running with it.
running with that. Yeah.
Literally a tease.
So for all those in doubt, why is that an issue? Well,
A teaser for me now is literally it's like the best clips of the day. Like I literally don't care. For that reason, what you were talking about is that it's going to get the most eyeballs because it's going to be like right fresh after the wedding. Because let's face it, you're not going to be doing the highlight film probably for a good, maybe like 12 or so weeks. If it gets peak season, maybe a bit longer. So they're not going to see anything for the wedding unless you have a teaser in your packages. And you, in my opinion, you want to include like some of the best clips there. Confetti shot, people smiling, people happy, some awesome couple shoot stuff. If you've got a golden hour, get that whacked in. Like, because that's like one of your best advertising tools. Because obviously, like the actual product that they are paying for, the main product is the film, and that is generally where most of your time will get taken up for most people. Some people, a lot of the time, the product is the teaser, which I don't quite understand. But yeah, like for the teaser, you want to get nice shots in there, people laughing, people happy. I think people that actually do them like really well, like because they're not like anything extravagant, but they're like shot really well, and it's a really really nice teaser. Is the Lawsons like they're just really really good at getting loads of nice shots of people laughing, and it just looks like a nice day, a nice time, a nice wedding,
yeah, I think to get into the mindset of the people in the past that have told me they don't want to put in the best bits to their teaser is because they don't want to lose the impact of when the couple watch that film for the first time. They want to see those moments for the first time in a grand setting. And I understand why they might think that. My argument to it is that my teasers and my films are incredibly different. The teasers don't necessarily have a storyline. The films have a storyline. And the storyline emphasizes those moments in a different way that the teaser couldn't possibly.
Yeah, the spoken word and stuff like that, it brings out emotion. Obviously married with the shots that you've taken a hell of a lot differently than like a really fast paced or your energetic kind of teaser will do. Because they'll be like, oh wow, that looks amazing. But then when they watch the film, they're hopefully crying.
I think if you put yourself in the shoes of a couple who've just got married, 2 days afterwards, they are buzzing still. They're still on that high after a wedding.
Yeah.
And seeing the moments that they're remembering whilst it's still fresh in their head is going to evoke a bigger emotion in them. But it's not just them. It's everyone who also is on a high from being at that wedding. Their parents, their friends, their family, any guest that was at that wedding is going to remember what kind of a day that was. And they're going to remember seeing you on the wedding day, and then they're going to see exactly what it is that you were doing. When they were looking at you going, what's that guy capturing with that camera? That was what you were capturing.
Yeah, I had that last week because they were like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm getting shots of the wild garlic. Because it looked class.
Wild garlic.
Wild garlic, it's like, it kind of blooms with a white flower. It was in that teaser that I showed you.
Was that garlic, was it?
It's wild garlic. I was reeking of garlic all day, mind you. But it was worth it.
Trust the Italian to go with the garlic.
Tasty.
Yeah,
I used to make.
Like the other day I was at a wedding and they were playing ping pong and I was like, right, couple, I want death stares. Look at me in the camera. Give me a death stare. I've got an idea. And they were like, and I remember someone saying like, why are you getting them to be so serious? Oh, just like stay tuned for the teaser. You'll see what I'm doing. So I don't know if they've commented on it or not.
That's called vision.
Vision. Execution. Vision.
You've done that well, to be fair.
That was, I'm glad it kind of paid off. But of
I
course,
loved her kind of like,
yeah, of course, that was specifically for the teaser.
Yeah.
Where that fits into a full film, I don't know. But that took 2 minutes while they were playing ping pong. And when they finished, I just want something for this. Because what I want to do with the teaser is hype. I want people to stay on that high. I want people to be reminded of what the day was like. And the best moments of that day, they should be in there because everyone is going to see how you deal with epic moments. The teaser is going to be the product that you release to the world that is going to be seen by the most people. Not everyone cares about the full highlight. Not everyone cares about the documentary. People don't need to care about the wedding to see the teaser.
but also if you look at the reach that you get, because certainly on Instagram, reels under 3 minutes will get shown out to non-followers. Yeah. However, reels over 3 minutes will only get shown to followers. Is that right?
Something like that.
Yeah. So if we look at, for instance, a recent one that I've just done, which was my bride and groom at Cross Basket had the black wedding dress at Halloween. So that got 6,282 views for the highlight because it's over 3 minutes. It's like 4 minutes long. You know, pretty decent engagement. However, the teaser got 83.6 thousand views on the teaser.
Wow, that's great.
Just like massive difference there. Mm-hmm. So you're opening it up to, you know, a much wider audience. So that kind of like short form content just shows you like how far that will actually go. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
If you think about when people are booking a wedding videographer, they want to visualize their wedding day and how you can capture it. And if you are showcasing the first kiss, the confetti, the first dance, the first look, the big moments that are going to take place in your main film, if you're showcasing these moments, more eyeballs are going to see how you handle those moments. And that is powerful.
Massive.
So I don't necessarily agree with withholding it. If
I can understand why people...
I understand the logic.
The logic totally makes sense.
But I just feel from a marketing point of view, it makes more sense to just show your best right from the off. Because, you know, like your full film still has way more value to give. You're not necessarily giving away all the speeches, all the vows, all the words that were spoken during the first look or anything like that. You're not giving all of that away. There's still stuff to discover because you know you've captured like 5 to 6 hours of footage, whatever, like maybe maximum.
There is also only so much that you can house in a 1 minute teaser as well. So
exactly.
like, there's going to be loads of stuff that you can put in there.
There's still plenty to undiscover.
A plethora
of content to be discovered. So I just don't see how it's going to negatively impact because when they do see those moments with a different soundtrack, with the words that kind of lead up to that moment, it's going to hit so much differently.
Yeah. And it's just going to benefit you because you'll get more reach, you get more eyeballs on your page, and you know it's just it gets the flywheel going. Mm-hmm. So
from another point of marketing as well, the suppliers that worked at that wedding, if you tag and collaborate appropriately, people want their work, their flowers, their dress, their makeup, their celebrating, whatever you call it. People want to be seen in the industry. And if you're producing content, that's going to get shared naturally between people. So it's so powerful to do a teaser. And I think we were talking before the podcast about how some people don't necessarily include a teaser in all of their packages. I think you don't actually include it in your bottom package, do you?
No, I don't. But if say it's been a belter of a wedding and they've only picked the highlight package, which to be fair, like 80% of my couples will book the middle package, which is the feature package. So that's by design. The other 10% will book the top one, and the other 10% will maybe book the highlight. So I don't actually have that many highlight bookings over the course of a year. But like if I've shot one and it was like a belter of a wedding and it's like there was like loads of good stuff captured from it, then I'll make a teaser for it. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like I've one not that long ago, I got home from the wedding and I was so excited with like all the footage that I captured that I stayed up to like I think I stayed up till like 2:30 in the morning and like edited this teaser and sent it across to them.
Yeah.
Like that morning. And I was like, I've been up all night. I got home. I know you didn't book a package with a teaser, but as soon as I got home and I looked through the footage, I got too excited and I might have stayed up until 2:30 in the morning making this. What do you think? And they, I remember they still sounded a bit like half cut, and they're like, "Oh my god, how have you done this?"
Yeah.
And like that space time, and that was such a good feeling in that as well, you know. And I guess that's like that over delivering kind of thing. But yeah, definitely like if it's been a class wedding, like energetic, the type of stuff that I want to get more of, then 100% just make a teaser and get out there as soon as possible. Lumix have just announced their brand new S1R2 hybrid camera. And wouldn't it be great to try before you buy?
Well, why not take advantage of the Lumix loan scheme, where you'll get the opportunity to hire a camera for up to 48 hours.
Imagine that. 48 hours, try before you buy, you get to test the camera out and make sure it's the right one for you.
And when it comes to buying that camera, you can use the code TWVP at the Lumix store to get 10% off your purchase.
So to take advantage of the Lumix loan scheme, head on over to the Lumix store now. And that's also another thing that brings on to talk about is like the speed at which you get that teaser out to them.
Yeah.
I have been making a real conscious effort to try and get it out to them the next day. Like, so my teasers are not as intricate and are not to the same level of editing time required for some of what yours are, because that last one, I know how long that took you. That was pretty much a full day, wasn't it? Yeah. So like mine's don't go to that same level, but find a track that fits the day, fits the vibe, get all the nice shots, the ones that I want to show in there, figure out what order I want to put them in, and then make it. And I'm really making a conscious effort to try and get it out. It was funny because the photographer I was out with, Andy Hamilton, he was like, I hate it when videographers get their stuff out before me. Because obviously photographers are normally either sending them out that night or the day after, but I think he had a wedding.
Yeah.
But like it's just because it's so fresh, you get the most amount of eyeballs on it. People are commenting on it. People are like, you know, are maybe like on the road home from the wedding or whatever, and they see it kind of like posted on Instagram, and it's like, it's a really, really good advert for you as a business to get it out, because then people are like, oh, that's class. Like, you know, they've got their teaser the next day kind of thing. Now, I never guarantee that I'll get it out. I actually say I'll have it out within 4 weeks. I should probably change that from 4 weeks. That is quite a long time. But just because obviously height of summer, if you've got back-to-backs, it's not going to be possible. Like I've got a Friday, Saturday this week, and the Saturday one's in Inverness. So I'm not going to be able to stay up to 2 o'clock in the morning and edit, because I need to be up at like 6.
Yeah.
So yeah.
On that point when you said that you did it the next day, I'm reminded of a wedding I did last year up in Aberdeenshire, and I had a hotel booked for that night. Now I knew that all of the wedding party were staying at the venue because they'd all travelled up there to go there. So I go back to my hotel after finishing, and I was staying to the last dance as well. So I finished.
Oh, you were not? Were you in Aberdeen?
Yeah, that's why I got the hotel, because normally I would just drive back.
Right,
so I finished at 12:30, and then I went to my hotel, got there for 1, and I was like, I've got such adrenaline from like dancing away with everyone all night.
And the Red Bull.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm just going to capture this footage just now, and because I had been capturing it throughout the night as well, because you know when you do the last dance, you don't necessarily need to be filming for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I'd organized stuff out already, and I just started putting things together, and I was up until like 4:30 in the morning, just finishing this teaser, because I'm like, my aim is to go back there in the morning with this, because they were only 2 miles from my hotel, and I'm like, I'm going to get them and I'll watch it. I remember I messaged you that day because right, because they were doing this like Highland game thing the next day, and I turned up at the venue. I was like, "Hey, by the way, I have your teaser if you want to watch it." It's like, that'd be great. Just like, yeah, can you email it to us? I'm like, do you want to watch it right now? It's like, well, we've kind of got everyone here, and I'm like, I understand that. That makes sense. But inside, I was going, watch it. Please watch it. And so I went back up to my car, and they chased me and said, actually, no, we're all going to come inside and watch it just now. And I'm like, sweet, that'd be cool. So the whole party sat down and watched it, and they were cheering and like crying and all sorts. And it was
Did you record that?
yes, I did.
That is so good.
I love her funny bit for the
So I stood beside the TV and just filmed the reactions watching it, and it was awesome. And that again, it's that what it does is, although they're already confident in you as a videographer and they're happy with how you run the day, they've now seen what you're able to produce, which only gives them even more confidence. Not only when, like, for them looking forward for your product, but if they happen to have a conversation with someone like, oh, I'm thinking about a videographer, book this guy, because this is what he's done for us. This is the service, like, it's gone well above and beyond. And they're so blown away within 24 hours potentially of the wedding. Now, it's obviously not sustainable for everyone to do a wedding teaser within 24 hours. It takes a lot of adrenaline and kind of dedication to do that.
I would say, but in most cases, you can still get.
You should be able to.
You should be able to get something decent enough out to them at least the night after. If you don't have a wedding, obviously people will get stuff on totally, but I would say in a lot of cases, you know, you could make it happen, and it's definitely worth your time.
Oh, it feels so good getting a teaser done within, if you get it within a day, and if it's not within a day, by the second day when the buzz is still going and they're like, I'm seeing maybe the photographer has shared some stuff, so they're sharing that like crazy. You're getting it out within 48 hours is going to cause a ripple effect with not only the couple, but the suppliers and everyone else that was at that wedding as well, who still remembers it so fresh. It's just going to be seen by so many people.
Because it is impressive when people people go and look at it, because it's going to be obviously well shot. It's not, you know, it's got that camera shot quality and not maybe like on a phone or whatever. And people will be able to see that and then go, man, that was quick.
Yeah.
See if he's free for our wedding.
That is always the thing. It's like, oh wow, that was so quick. Like I'll always WhatsApp the couple. Yeah. So I've got the gallery link ready to get sent an email, and then I'll create a little WhatsApp group with. Although to be fair, I've got a WhatsApp group with the couple before the wedding anyway.
I think I've actually got a voice note. I'll see if we maybe want to play this or not. I think there might be like quite a lot of swearing, but let's see if I can see. So I just sent them the teaser. So this is one where I'd stayed up until whatever time.
What the fuck? I cannot. Oh, I have no words. I'm crying. I'm literally crying. Kevin's dead. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. That is the fucking best thing I've ever seen in my life. Also, did you stay up all night to edit? Did you really edit and post?
Edit and post, that was the joke. Just because like, the groom, whenever something had happened, he'd be like, just edit and post. And I'm like, Kevin, that doesn't work here. That's not how this works. Like, we don't have an Avengers budget here.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, just do that scene, like in the Dark Knight, when, he's just walking away for the hospital and there's just all the explosions in the background and stuff. I'm like, no, Kevin, we can't do that. It was quite funny because Fraser, the photographer, actually like done the picture, because obviously you can do it with a picture. Yeah. He's just like a fag, a cigar or something like that in his mouth. He's just walking away from the thing. But that just shows you like the power of like the reaction that you can kind of get.
If you've got a WhatsApp group, I'll hype them up beforehand and say like, by the way, who's ready for a wedding teaser? And they'll go, oh my God.
Me, please.
No way, you've got that done already. I have to send the link, and then I can get an immediate feedback response because of WhatsApp. They can both message in, and then it just becomes a backwards and forwards like, and it's, it's a great way to then go, hey, by the way, you happen for me to share on Instagram? Cool. It's all good. It's all good. So like that immediate response is just so good. It's so vital, especially in today's landscape when you've got photographers pushing photos out quicker. You've got content creators getting their content. I do remember
we can do this.
We can do it.
We can do it. Mm-hmm. We can do it. Now, if you want to be an absolute perfectionist and it's the most perfect teaser ever, and it's, you know, you're maybe not going to be able to do that overnight until like 2:30 in the morning, but you're going to be able to get something that is 100% like really, really good and good enough that it's a really, really good teaser for them, which is probably you're going to have more of an impact doing that, maybe I would say, than you know, spending weeks on a teaser, because the high's kind of left somewhat at that point, you know.
Yeah, once it's kind of been, you know, the dust has settled, seeing a teaser, it's going to lift up slightly, but you want to get people at their absolute height. And I think, you know, what we should talk about is like ways that we build a teaser, what it is that we're looking for when it comes to building a teaser. And we're going to do that right after this break. Still delivering your wedding films by USB?
Ew.
We use VidFlow, the sleekest platform for delivering your wedding films. It makes your couples feel like they've got their own private Netflix.
Plus, with their white labeling service, you can customize everything from the branding to the custom domain, so you can make it super personal.
Want to wow your clients? Use the code TWVP10 to get 10% off all pro plans, including white labeling service.
Head on over to vidflow.co today and level up your wedding film delivery experience.
Let's talk about backlog.
Woo!
Editing piles up fast and is overwhelming.
That's why we use brideandgroom.video, a wedding editing company that delivers stunning wedding films faster without compromising on quality.
If you're looking for an editor that's going to match your unique style so it feels like you've made them, you've found them.
Use code TWVP75 at checkout to get £75 off your first order and try out their service.
Clear your backlog and grow your business. Try brideandgroom.video today.
Hasta la vista, backlog.
When it comes to making a teaser, like obviously our teasers are different slightly. Sometimes, like you were saying, obviously it took me all day to make that. It took 3 hours to make, like, to come up with and create the initial part. The rest of it was kind of done in about an hour and a half. So because I hadn't, sometimes I get an idea with a teaser that I really want to capture people's attention from the beginning, so that on social media, not just the couple, not just the family watch it. There's other aspects to it too. But there's different rules for every teaser. Sometimes I'll go down more of a slower route to kind of build up to something. I do think the build is really good though. Like finding a song that has a natural kind of build so that you are kind of always leading to that climactic moment. Just because it's a minute.
First kiss or something.
Yeah. Just because it is a minute long to a minute and a half. Like don't go over 90 seconds, because like reels on Instagram can like only really be 90 seconds is kind of like the peak for that. But you should still look to build up to some things, even though there's no story. So you find a song that kind of has a bit of build or something to that, and then you can really explode on that first kiss, because that's going to bring all the emotion back. So when I'm looking at my footage, the day after, I'll like put all of my footage in a timeline, and I'm just like scrolling through until I see either happy faces, laughing shots, like really emotional moments in the day, and then the key impacts. And I can do that really quickly. So there's so much stuff that won't get selected. But as I'm scrubbing through, I'll just put the clips that I want on a separate track, so I know that's the bits I want. And then I'm left with about like maybe 4 minutes of clips from the 3 hours of footage that I've got or something. So then I'll get rid of everything else, and then I just know, okay, with this soundtrack that I've picked and these clips, I'm going to be able to quickly manufacture them into a way that's going to make a nice, compelling teaser that's going to be really fun to watch back. That's kind of how I'm quickly turning something around when it comes to a teaser. How do you do it?
I kind of know what shots, what shots you've taken on the day, what are the kind of, the main, most impactful ones. So I'm kind of thinking like, you said confetti, maybe a first look, the first kiss, dancing, good shots of them dancing, some nice couple shoot stuff. They're the kind of like the makeup of it, maybe a nice drone shot at the venue.
I wouldn't advise always like necessarily starting with a drone shot though.
No, I don't start with it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. Like a lot of highlights do tend to start with that. And
I always now start with a couple.
Yeah,
it's always the couple.
It's always got to be people first. As
Just
soon
to
as you can
capture attention.
Yeah, because their friends are going to know that, that's their wedding day. It's not, because they don't necessarily know the venue like the couple know the venue.
No. So, I mean, very rarely, unless it was maybe, I don't know, like an outrageous venue. No.
I mean, like if there's an amazing sunset, like if there's a reason that
If there's a reason to do it, but if it's just yeah, but if it's just like another type of drone shot or whatever, I'll just include it at some point maybe. Not always, even in the teaser. Very rarely. I mean, I kind of like can't really be bothered getting the drone a lot of the times. Then. But yeah, that's the kind of makeup of it. And then I'm looking for a little song that's maybe got like a build up at some point throughout the song. Doesn't have to be at the end. Could be in the middle. Because like the last teaser that I done, for instance, it probably there was the kind of the climax was probably about halfway through, and then it got a little bit slower towards the end, and it was just kind of like slower dancing. Just depends on the wedding, depends on the vibe. But yeah, just try to find the song that fits. So I'll kind of like have a flick through music bed, and I'll be like, no, maybe, no, maybe, no, that's it.
Yeah,
and then I've got my song. I've already had a quick glance through the clip, so just a scrub through, and then I'm literally just going onto it, and then just picking out what parts of that clip I want to use, put that onto the timeline, and just get like a bunch of clips on there and start playing about with it, figure it out, see how it looks, figure out what order I'm going to put it in, and then if I need like a few more clips from somewhere, I'll just go back and I'll scrub through it, and that's kind of it. Color correct it, color grade it, and then boom.
On the subject of like music, after every wedding, I have the Music Bed app. I obviously use Music Bed, same as you. If you're not using Music Bed, highly recommend it. I
haven't used anything else really in years.
Yeah, no, I just wouldn't look anywhere else now. The music choice is great. Plus, I love the app because when you plug it into your car, if you've got Apple CarPlay or Android Play, whatever it is, you can listen and control the music through your car. You can skip songs through your, if you've got a steering wheel that can skip songs and stuff, you can listen to the app in your car just like Spotify. So I'll load it up, and sometimes it'll give you like the weekly recommendations. But if you've like collated like a favorite list, like songs that for me, music really inspires me in terms of how I could create clips. That's how I think about music. I can hear music and imagine, oh, I did a sequence like this. Immediately after a wedding, if you're driving home and you're listening to music, you're going to save time on the side when it comes to editing, especially if you've got like an hour drive home or something. You're going to hear a bunch of songs that's going to inspire you. I'll hear the song potentially that connected with me most when I think of the footage that I caught that day. So I'll go, that's what I'm going to use. And obviously, like, you might hear a song. It's a minute teaser, so you're going to have to cut a song down. It doesn't have to be the beginning of the song. It could be a part of the song in the middle of it. It could be partly instrumental, partly vocal. There's ways you can chop songs up, and I chop a lot of songs up to kind of fit into that, so that it's it creates a build. If there isn't one there naturally, I'll create a build. So when it comes to posting this teaser, we want to be collaborating. We want to be tagging. Now, all this information can be found out before. So this is when the work goes into your teaser before the wedding, your questionnaires. I'm asking for the Instagram handles of my couple. I'm asking for the Instagram handles of their wedding party. I want their bridesmaids. I want their groomsmen. I don't necessarily go into details of their parents and stuff, but the wedding party, their direct part, because they're going to feature quite a lot in the morning, in the prep. They're going to be in this video.
Or do you collab with them?
I don't collaborate with them.
Tag them?
I tag them. Because collaboration with them, when you've only got 5 people, you really want to be choosing.
Yeah.
Obviously, the couple are going to be the top 2 that you want to use. I'll always try and do it with the photographer if they're up for appearing on the grid. The venue is a really good one, because if the venue accepts collaboration, everyone who is got their wedding there and hasn't got a videographer yet is going to see it.
Prime time.
Without doubt, I always get at least one inquiry from a couple who are getting married at that venue. Always at least one. And then other ones to look at are the makeup artist, the hairstylist, the dress supplier, the florist. I don't usually do it then, but the people who are going to be in every single shot, the makeup and the dress, they appear in most of the shots. So there's many different options what you can do. So always collaborating with as many as you can do, and tagging people. Like, it's, find out other names of people.
Tag in the story for it as well. So that's now what I've started doing, because I used to I'll be honest, actually, I didn't really make the story post look that great before, but now what I do is
I will take a screenshot of like a nice frame of the video, put it into Canva, make sure it's like formatted for the Instagram story, vertical, make sure the framing's all right, and then share the story share the reel to my stories, but then add in the photo as well, so that it's just a nicer bit of a backdrop.
Yeah.
But then I'll tag all of the vendors. This is why bloody post takes so long, but it's worth it. And then tag all the vendors in the story so that they have a really quick, easy way to share it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're relying on them sharing it. Whereas if they're tagged, it comes up that add to your story.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, what we've talked about before, it's like removing those kind of friction points, and it's just like dead easy, just hit that, boom, share. And then it just gets you on all their feed.
Yeah.
Because I would say, like, whenever I post a teaser, I normally on the back of it will get like 2 or 3 inquiries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like on the back of it.
There's usually always something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super powerful. It's one of the best things you can do to market your business, to show what you can do when you're actually at a wedding, showing what your work is. Because the true fact is, the majority of people aren't going to watch your highlights. You could have made the best film, the best story-driven film, the best cinematography. It's too long
It's 5
about
minutes.
a couple that people don't care about.
Exactly.
Whereas everyone has time to watch something that's pretty compelling for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
If you've done it right. Sometimes you might not hit the nail on the head for a lot of it, but majority of people are going to watch that. I look at my analytics, and for the majority of my average retention rate in my reels is 16 seconds.
It's just not.
It's not long. Obviously, a lot of people are going in after 3 because you can't, even though you've made something you're incredibly proud of, people don't care. It's not offering them value immediately because it's not a subject that they care about.
Yeah.
But average of 16 seconds over 10,000 views, that's pretty good. Like, I know a lot of people have watched the full thing there to boost that up.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the average isn't below 3 seconds, I think you're doing all right.
Right, totally.
So, like, allow as many eyeballs to see your content as possible. People are not going to your website unless they are excited enough to type your website in. This is the best opportunity you're going to get to have content in front of the people you want to see.
Amen.
Even if it's not in your package. If it's an absolute belter and you can see where the value would be and it's at a venue that you haven't maybe shopped before or you'd like to work more at.
Get posting. And yeah, teasers are such a great marketing tool for you.
Yeah. If you've got any questions, feel free to DM us. Go into the Discord group too. The link's in the bio on our Instagram page.
Share your teasers with us and the rest of the community.
100%. But yeah, that's been that Wedding Videographer podcast for this week. I have been Jase.
I've been Danny.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.